We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. And the Bears will put total leather and will get started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Miners offense will start this game off with the football. They'll ride Davis here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Quickly complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Miners are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Thanks for grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Baylor Bears offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Burrell. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but
he's loose. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's O'Neal. On target over the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
The Miners are rolling down the field. The give to Davis. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Pulls and fires complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Harris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Bears want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. UTEP. Number 85.
Is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Back to throw, it's McMillan. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here and trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they do on third down. Corners are going to bail. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The Bears are in the hurry-up. Gets away. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he added the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Miners have taken it inside the 20. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UTEP! Fired in from the red zone for the score. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's McMillan. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running.
Touchdown, Miners! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and he's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab on the shot. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quickly complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Touchdown, Baylor! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Miners need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out of the backfield, he's open. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third down. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Miners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll return it. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Burrell. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle. It's Torres. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. There he goes! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff that easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. And now they regain the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Bust through behind his pad. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, Bears! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Makes a pass to Marker. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrell. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Miners look to keep this drive humming. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Here's the pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, UTEP! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're working that left side. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side, and a touchdown Miners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Bears moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's McMillan. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Bears are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. That's caught, it's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Miners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever the reasons, it has...